All right, this was actually different. All right, because Einstein, what this was is really radical. Okay, because at the time, the scientific thought of the day was predominantly atheistic. Does anybody know what atheistic means? What's that?
You basically don't have any belief in a God or in just anything. After you die, it's just nothing.
Right. There's no God, essentially. Okay.
Straight up life.
That was just right. It always was. It always will be. From one, you know what I'm saying? Everything stretches from a negative infinity one way to infinity the other way. Time, life, and so when you're done, you're done. That was the predominant thought. Einstein came along and said that, okay, there was a time when there was no time. There was a time when there was nothing. He actually went crazy for a little while. You know why he went crazy for a little while?
Because he broke physics.
He did break physics in a really good way.
He was afraid of
When he came up with his equations, he thought he essentially proved the existence of God from that time period. Because at that point, he proved there was no time. You know what I'm saying? Like, he proved that there was nothing, and then there was everything, which is called the Big Bang. Do you see why that was a very controversial thing, how that would point to there's a God. He actually, at that point, he was not religious. He was actually Jewish heritage, but he did not, I don't think he in any way, actually I read his biography, in any way he did not follow their tradition and morality set at all. He was actually not a moral person at all. He's actually very immoral according to the Jewish law. And nor did he have any thing. He basically became an agnostic after that. In other words, it's the middle ground where, okay, there's probably a God, but which one, I don't care.
You just kept
But that's not to say this. Not all agnostics are I don't care. It's more whatever. You know, we don't know. And he didn't. That wasn't his pursuit. It was like fun fact of the day. He actually married. He actually had to divorce his first wife because he was carousing. Because he got really, really popular. And in the day, it's like scientists in that day, like when he got popular, he actually marketed himself. So he's going to, just like an NBA basketball player would, or something like a football player. He got all kinds of people giving him money to do advertising, things like that. He's one of the number one. He makes more money being dead than most of us ever see. Seriously, his name, his estate still gets tons of money because of all the trademarks he has.
Einstein.
Every picture you see of Einstein, or every quote, somebody's getting paid for that.
Who's getting paid?
Well, his estate is whoever is great grandchildren or whatever.
Einstein.
Yeah.
Would you say they have more money than Bill Gates?
No.
No.
If they invested wisely. All right. Here's another. We'll go into Big Bang in more detail. Big Bang was an interesting idea. A lot of religious people I know don't like Big Bang because they think it goes against who God is. I think what it is why it's offensive is a lot of people are literalists, 6,000-year literalists, and that's fine. And so, but the Big Bang says the universe, it gives an age in the universe 14 billion years old. Well, I don't think, this is for those of you that are in that, I don't think that the Big Bang contradicts that, because again, it still comes down to faith. And time, as we're going to see through this unit, is not a static thing. Time isn't as static as we think it is. It's very much changeable. And there's places in our universe that actually exist where time no longer moves. Okay? And so we can be moving through time, but there's places in the universe where time is no longer moving. Yeah, it's called the event horizon of a black hole. Okay? And anyway, that's a whole lot. Anyway, I don't know what to say.
There's no page for the
So, well,
slide.
where he's sitting, we're going to go back to what we know. We're going to go back to what I told you there's going to be more questions than answers today. Relative to where you're sitting, you're moving through time and not space. when you travel through space and time, you travel mostly through time. Think about it. You get up to get the bag of Frito-Lays between, timeouts and you're mad in whatever, 2016, whatever you're playing after school. Okay? How much did you actually move compared to the expanse of the universe?
Like billions.
5 minutes.
Hardly any. We are time creatures. We mostly just move through time, hardly any space. Hardly any space at all. Even like if we were going to go to Mars, we didn't hardly go anywhere compared to the expanse of the universe.
We got like.
All right, now, if you were to travel at the speed of light, you would travel through space and no longer travel through time, thus making distances shrink. Okay, so it's like the flip of what we are. And that's why it's one of the reasons it's so hard to understand light. So time dilation is the stretching that occurs when we move through space. Because when we move through space, we're moving through. When you're moving just through time, you start moving through space. You're going to stretch time. And we're going to talk about that over the next few days. All right, I got through.